Welcome to the channel. Now we are going to see the video regarding the concept, general concept regarding what is compiler and what is interpreter and what are the differences among compiler and interpreter. Generally, in a programming language, whatever we may take like C, Java, Python, in any programming language for executing the program or for checking the program, either we need compiler or interpreter. So in some programming languages they use compiler, in some programming languages they use interpreter. If you consider C programming, here in the C programming we use C compiler for processing. In a Python we use interpreter for processing. So now let us see what is compiler and what is interpreter and how the compiler is going to work and how the interpreter is going to work with its architecture and the other differences regarding this. Okay. So whatever the program we have written, it is a we will going to write in a user understandable language. So from user understandable language, our program should convert to machine understandable language. So for machine understandable language, our program is going to convert in a form of a binary language that is zeros and ones. Means here the program is going converting from high level language to the mission level language. So that mission level language is also called binary language or mission code, whatever we are doing. So whatever the mission code we are it is generated, so it is compiled by the help of either compiler or with the help of an interpreter. Here whatever the code we have written, that code is called as a source code, and whatever the program the system is the binary code is converted, means zeros ones, it is called as a mission code or binary code or low level language. So here compiler means a compiler is a thing which is going to execute our program in a manner like it is going to take a complete set of input whatever you have written. It is going to take complete input and it is going to process the program, and it is going to give us the how many what are the errors which are present in our particular program. Means it is going to take a complete set of statements at a time, and it is going to process and it is going to give the what are the errors and what are the things which are left over for us to process the task. So if there are no errors, it is going to give a message called compiled successfully. So if the compilation has happened successfully, then we can call it as error free code also. So this is how the compiler is going to work. So first of all, source code means whatever the program you have written, means C program. So next compiler is going to take the program and it is going to take the complete program and it is going to forward our program to mission code. Mission code is going to convert our program from binary language and it is going to process our program. If there are no errors in our program, then only our program is going to forward to mission code. If there are any errors in our program, the compiler is not going to forward our program to the next step. So if everything happens successfully, the mission code is going to generate our output. So you can define the same architecture in this manner also. Means here program, whatever the program we have written, so compiler is going to check our program syntax, means whether the syntax rules and semantic rules, whatever the things quotations and double quotes, semicolons, everything it is going to check whether we have written in a correct manner or not. If any fault it has identified, is any bug it has identified, it is going to give a message to the user, and it is going to stop its process without going to the next step forward. So if there are no any problem in our code, it is going to forward our program to the mission language code. So after forwarding our program to mission language code, the mission language is going to check our code and it is going to give the output of our code whatever we have written. So in this manner the compiler is going to process. So while processing the compilation process, actually the compiler is divided into two phases. First one is analysis phase and synthesis phase. What analysis phase is going to do is, the analysis phase can be defined as a front end, means whatever the program we have written, whatever program we can see on the screen, it is a analysis phase, it is a front end phase. Means whatever the based upon our requirement we can change the analysis, means based upon our requirement we will change the code, based upon the code only the output is going to depend. So synthesis phase means it is a back end phase. So whatever the thing we have written in a analysis phase, means front end, the synthesis phase is going to vary. Means that if we have written a program in one manner, thus output of the code will be produced in that manner. Means the way of representing of the front end is different, means the in the same manner the output of the particular code also will different. For example, if you are printing a program for numbers 1 to 10 using for loop, your the synthesis phase also will print the program 1 to 10 only, it will not print from 10 to 1. In the same manner, whatever the analysis phase it is processed, the same thing will be processed in a synthesis phase also. So actually in analysis phase and synthesis phase we have six modules. In analysis phase we have three modules like lexical analysis, synthesis, semantic analysis and syntax analysis. And in a synthetic phase we have modules like intermediate code generation, code optimization and code generation. So to understand the concept regarding analysis phase and synthesis phase and what are the modules we are having, how that modules is going to work, you can see a video regarding the how the compiler is going to work and what are the phases are present in compiler. You can understand regarding more clear in that particular video. So now interpreter. So what interpreter is going to work apart from compiler? Compiler is the way of working of compiler style is different compared to the way of working the interpreter style. So what interpreter is going to do means, whatever the program we have written, the interpreter is going to take only line by line. For example, if our code is 1,000 lines, but the interpreter is going to take only one line at a time. If the line number 1 is correct, then only it is going to move to the line number 2. If line number 2 is correct, then it's going to move to the line number 3. In the same manner, the interpreter is going to work. In a compiler, how we can know exactly one time how many errors are there in our code. But in a case of interpreter, we cannot know exactly how many errors are present in our program. So because it is going to process line by line. So if you want output in an interpreter, how many lines of code is correct, up to that line you can see the output, isn't it? If you have having 1,000 lines, if 5 lines are correct in your program, you can see output of that particular 5 lines only. So this is an architecture of interpreter. First source code we are giving. So the interpreter is processing. If the processing happens successfully, we are going to get output. So the example of interpreter language is Python. So this is another program. Source code means whatever the language we are writing Python, interpreter is processing. So after processing, it is executing the code. So after executing first line, for example, here I have written 10 lines. It is going to move first line. It is going to move. Here the first line execution is happened successfully. Next get next instruction means it is going to bring second line. Second line process. Second line executes. Next third line. How many number of lines are there in our code? It is going to execute that many number of lines in a simultaneously and up to end of the code. Whenever it finds an error, it is going to stop the process. So now up to now we have saw what is compiler and what is interpreter, how the compiler works, how the interpreter works with an architecture. Now let us see what are the differences among compiler and interpreter in a various parameters, like in a manner of programming, in a manner of translation. What are the advantages, what are the disadvantages, how the machine code works in compiler, how the machine code works in interpreter, and what is the running time in compiler, what is the running time in interpreter, and what is the program generation in compiler, what is the program generation in interpreter, and how the execution varies in compiler, how the execution varies in interpreter, and how much amount of memory is required in compiler and how much amount of memory required in interpreter, and what programming language compiler is best suited and what programming language interpreter is best suited, and how the errors are executed in compiler and how the errors are executed in interpreter. We are going to see in all such cases. So now let us see in a case number 1, programming step. So in a programming, in a compiler, whatever the code we are going to write all the program, and whatever the program you want to compile, you are going to compile the complete code at a time, and we are going to get all the errors at a time in a compiler, and whatever the errors are there, we are going to rectify all the errors at a time, and whatever the program we are going to whatever the program we have rectified the errors, again we are going to run the complete code at a time. Finally, based upon the rectifying the errors, we are going to get output in a compiler. But in a case of interpreter, the way of running the program, it is going to first it is going to take a source code. Next, it is going to check any line errors are there in first line, second line, third line. So whenever we have found error, it is going to stop executing. Then we have to come to that particular line, and we have to check whether that particular line any errors or not. If there are errors, we have to correct that particular line, and we have to continue the compilation process. In a manner of translation type, the compiler is going to translate the high level language to machine level language. Means compiler only converts our program from high level to machine level. In a case of interpreter, the interpreter translate only one by one. It will convert high level to low level language line by line. First line, it converts first line. After first line is conversion is done, it is going to do second line, next to third line. Like that, it is going to convert line by line. Advantages means whatever the source code we have taken, so here the source code will be converted to machine code at a time. Means in a so if it converts all the code at a time, what happens means the time taking for identifying and rectifying errors will be very less. But here it is going to take the process line by line, so it is going to take a lot of time for its execution. So the main problem with the compiler is whatever the code you are having, whatever the errors you are having, here each and every time you have to compile our program until the errors get zero. But in a case of interpreter, there is no problem. Why? Because if the particular line is error, you can check only that particular line. If that particular line is correct, then only it goes for the next line. Mission code means whatever the code you have written, it is going compiler is going to store our code from the source level language to mission level language in the computer allocated storage. But in an interpreter, it is not going to store whatever the information we are whatever the data is converted to mission level language. In an interpreter, it does not going to store on the hard disk. So running time means whatever the time taken for executing. Running time can be defined as how much amount of time it is taken for its execution of our code is defined as a running time. Means if your computer compiler is having a running time very good, means it depends upon the good interpreter. Here the compiler is going to take a less time for its execution. Why? Because if our errors are very less, means the time running time may also will be very less, and vice versa. Program generation means whatever the compiler we are taking, here the compiler is going to take our program and going to generate an output, and whatever the program we have taken and whatever the output we have generated, here both will be happen in a separate manner. But in a case of interpreter, all the compilation process and code process and output process, all everything is going to happen in a same manner. Execution, how execution process happens is first the program will be given. So whatever the program we have given, the particular program will be happen in a single manner, and whatever the process is happening, the particular process is going to happen in a same sequence manner without any delay in the time. But in a case of interpreter, whatever the code we are taking, that particular code is going to execute line by line until the end of the last line. Memory required. In a compiler, for execution of the code, we need more amount of memory. Why? Because it is going to take complete program at a time. So that's why it needs more amount of memory. In interpreter, it needs very less memory. Why? Because it is not going to take complete program at a time. That is why there is no requirement of more amount of storage memory. The compiler is best suitable for the programming languages like low level programming languages like C programming language, C++. But in interpreter, it is used in a high level programming languages like Python programming, JavaScript, Ruby, all the things. Error execution. In the compiler, the error messages and warning messages, everything will be displayed at a time, and we have to fix the errors and all the things at a time, and we have to run again. If there are any errors, it is going to define again. But in a case of interpreter, if there are any errors or anything, it is going to say line by line. It is not going to say at a time. So coming to overall advantages of compiler and the disadvantages of compiler, advantages of interpreter and disadvantages of interpreter, and all these things means the concludingly what we can say which one is best means while using a compiler we are going to translate the source code to machine code, and we are after translating source code to machine code, it is very difficult to identify any type of objects or anything. Hence, the time taken for execution will be very less. And also, the drawback of using the compiler is if there are any changes in the code, we have to go back to the code and we have to modify, and again we have to compile. So this is what the advantage and disadvantage of compiler. So coming to interpreter, what is the advantage and disadvantage is the interpreter, first of all, it is going to make our task very easy. So it is highly preferred. Interpreter is highly preferred. Why? Because it is occupies less memory. The running time will be very fast, and the execution will be very fast, and all these things. There are ultimate advantages with interpreter. And interpreter can be run on computers which have very less memory also. There is a there is a no problem regarding computer specification. It is going to run any environment and any process. This is what general differences between compiler versus interpreter.